Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bol. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gaurango Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gaurang Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gaurango Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hari Gaura 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 Hari Gaura 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 Hari Kali Yuga Pavana Gaura Hari Kali Yuga Pavana Gaura Hari Patita Pavana Gaura Hari हरि जय गौरा हरि। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल, हरि बोल निताई गौर हरि बोल। जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद, जय जय प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव गुरुदेव, जय जय गुरुदेव। गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव की जय। श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Maharaj told me. जय जय हरिनाम संकीर्तन की। भक्त रक्षक श्री प्रहलाद नृसिंह की। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Everyone please sing. Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Jai Bhagwan Narasimha Dev ki. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Shri Narasimha Dev Bhagavan ki jai.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Jai Jai Harinam Sankirtan ki Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna everyone, good evening. Welcome to this auspicious festival, one of the main festival of the Hare Krishna movement. Today is Narasimha CATURDASI, or some will call it Narasimha Jayanti. So we're going to do the Abhishek now. Only the pujaris will be doing the Abhishek. Every one of you can just witness the Abhishek ceremony. Hari Om Sahana Avadu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadidamastuma Vitpisavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Om Punantu Ma Deva Janaha Punantu Manasadiyah Punantu Visva Bhutani Jata Veda Punihimam. Om Ashakarmana Punyaham Bhavantu Bhravantu. Om Punyaham, Om Punyaham, Om Punyaham. Om Udghadeva Sakune Samagaya Sri Brahmaputra Iva Savanesu Samsasi Vriseva Vaji Shishu Madhiravitya Sarvato Nasakune Badramavada Visvato Nasakune Punyamavada. Om Ashakarmana Swasti Bhavantu Bhavantu Ayusmade Swasti. Om Swasti, Om Swasti, Om Swasti. Om Swastina Indro Buddhasavaha Swastina Pusa Vishvavedaha Swastina Starksho Aristanemihi Swastino Braspadi Dadatu. Om Ashakarmana Riddhim Bhavantu Bhavantu. Om Ridyatam, Om Ridyatam, Om Ridyatam. Om Ridhyamastu Sanuyama Vajamano Mantram Sarateho Payatam Yasona Bhakvam Madhugos Swantara Bhudagumso Asvinakama Mapraha. Om Sasino Govindaha Swastino Achyudanando Swastino Vasudevo Vishnu Dadatu Swastino Narayano Narovai Swastina Patmanabha Purushottamo Dadatu Swastino Vishwakseno Vishweswaraha Swastino Rishikesho Hari Dadatu Swastino Vainatyeyo Harihi Swastino Anjana Suto Hanur Bhagavato Dadatu Swasti Swasti Sumangala Kesho Mahan Sri Krishna Satchidananda Gana Sarveshwareshwaro Dhadatu. Om Tat Vishnu Paramam Padam Sada Pashyanti Surayah Divi Vashakshuradadam Tat Vipraso Vipanyavo Jahagravagam Sassamandate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam. Hari Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Bughram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Visanam Bhadram Mrityu Namamyaham. Sankalpa. Om Suklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Sadrubhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Viknobashantaye. Sri Govinda Govinda Govinda. Om Vishnu Om Tatsat Adhya Brahmano Dvitya Parade Svedavaraha Kalpe Vaivastakya Manvantare Ashta Vimshati Kali Yugasya Pratama Sandhyayam Brahma Vimsato Vartamanayam Panchasat Chatvarim Sattama Gaurabde Uttarayane Saratridau Madhusudana Mase Gaurapakshe Mesharasi Sthite Bhaskare Chaturdasi Subhadidau Guru Varanvitayam Chitra Nakshatra Shambhutayam Australia Dese Perth Nagare Sri Gauranga Bhrityatam Sri Narasimha Chaturdasi Maha Mahotsava Mahabhishekam Karishye. Om Vajranakaya Vitmahe Tiksadamsraya Dhimahi Tanno Narasimha Prachodayat.
Jai Narasimha, Shri Narasimha, Jai Jai Shri Narasimha Dev. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalam Tam Sarvato Mukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityur Namamyaham. Jayo Narasimha, Jayo Narasimha, Jayo Narasimha. Jayo Narasimha, Jayo Narasimha,
Jayo Narasimha, Jayo Narasimha,
Jayo Narasimha, Jayo Narasimha,
Jayo Narasimha, Jayo Narasimha,
Jayo Narasimha Dev, Jayo Narasimha Dev,
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 Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Namaste Narasimhaya,
Prahlad Dadayine,
Prahlad Dadayine,
Prahlad Dadayine,
Prahlad Dadayine,
Hiranyakashi Purvaksha,
Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha,
Hiranyakashi Purvaksha,
Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha,
Shilatankanakhalaya,
Shilatankanakalaye,
Shilatankanakhalaya,
Shilatankanakalaye,
Ito Narasimha, Parato Narasimha,
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 Yato Yato Yami Tato 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 Narasimha.
Bahi Narasimha, Hridaye 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 Narasimha.
Narasimha Madhum Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimha Madhim Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimha Madhum Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimha Madhim Sharanam Prapade.
O Narasimha Madhum Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimha Madhim Sharanam Prapade.
Tava Kara Kamala Varena Kamadbhuta Shringa. Tava Kara
Kamala Varena Kamadbhuta Shringa.
Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhinga.
Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhinga.
केशवद्रीता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे.
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 जय जगदीश हरे. जय जगदीश हरे.
जय जगदीश हरे. जय जगदीश हरे.
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा.
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 जय Narasimha, Jayo Narasimha,
Jayo Narasimha Dev, Jayo Narasimha Dev,
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 Jayo Narasimha Dev, Jayo Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Jayo Narasimha Dev,
Jayo Narasimha Dev, Jayo Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Jayo Narasimha Dev,
Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj,
Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Jaya Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
बोलो विघ्न विनाशक नरसिम्हा देव भगवान की
की जय।
भक्त शिरोमणि श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की
की जय।
श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।
Om Hrim Shraum Narasimhaya Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Aim Shraum Narasimhaya Swaha. Vajrak Nakaya Vidmehe Tikshnadam Straya Dhimahi Tanno Narasimhak Prachodayat. Om Namo Narasimhaya Vajradam Straya Vajrini Vajradehaya Vajraya Namo Vajranakaya Cha. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Jaste Jase Adir Bhava Vajranaka Vajradam Sakamasen Randaya Randaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Bhishtam Shraum Bhukandam Varanandam Paravarviratam Dampadam Parudampam Jim 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 Bam Dahamapimi Dahamai Jampa Jampais Jampaihi Tulyas Tulyas Tutulik Duma Duma Dumakai Kumkumankai Kumankai Etete Purna Yukta Maharahagarahak Patumam Narasimha Bubrid Bujangam Pralayaravaram Prajvalajvalamalam Karjarjam Karjadurjam Kikka Chakka Chakka Chit Karjadurjar Jayantam Bubagam Bogabagam Gagagaganam Gardamarjugragandam Svachham Puchham Svagacham Svajanajananutach Patumam Narasimha Enabram Garjamanam Lagulagu Makaro Bala Chankirtadamstra Hemam Bajam Sarojam Jata Jata Tatilo Jatyamana Stubitich Dantanam Baddamanam Kakatavo Bujjajana Surendra Nispratyuham Saraja Gahagahaghtach Patumam Narasimha Shankam Chakram Chachapam Parasumasamisum Shulapa Shanku Shastram Vibrantam Vajraketum Halamusalagada Kuntamatyu Jvala Kesham Trinetram Jvaladanal Nibam Harake Yurabusham Vande Pratyeka Rupam Parapadanivasach Patumam Narasimha Pada Dvandvam Daritri Kativipulataro Meru Madhyutvamurum Nabhim Brahman Sindhu Hridayam Apivavo Bhuta Vidvat Sametach Duschakrankam Svabahum Kulisanakamukam Chandra Suryagni Netram Vaktram Vahni Suvidyut Suragana Vijayach Patumam Narasimha Nasagram Pinagandam Parabalamadadam Bathake Yuraharam Rudram Dam Sekaralam Amitagunaganam Koti Suryagni Netram Gambiriam Pingalaksham Brukutita Vimakam Sodasha Dartabahum Vande Bimattahasam Tribhavana Vijayach Patumam Narasimha Ke Nrisimhashtake Naravarasadrisham Deva Bitvam Grihitva Devandyo Vipradandam Prativachanapaya Yaptyanaptya Kinamshih Shapam Chapam Chakatham Prahasita Vadanam Chakra Chakri Chakena O Nitye Daityanadam Prakachavi Vidushach Patumam Narasimha Jam 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 Jakaram Jasa Jasa Jasitam Janu Desham Jakaram Hum Hakaram Haritakakhasayam Jishevam Vakaram Vam Vakaram Vadanatitatam Vama Paksham Supaksham Lam Lakaram Lagavana Vijayach Patumam Narasimha Bhuta Preta Pisatcha Yakshaganasach Deshanta Ratchatana Chora Vyathima Hajvaram Bayaharam Satrukshayam Nischayam Sandhyakale Japatamastikam Sadbhakti Purva Dibich Prahladeva Varon Rastunitaitach Satpujjitam Bhutaye Iti Shri Vijayindra Yatikritam Shri Shadashabahu Nrisimha Ashtakam Sampurnam Shri Narasimha Jai Narasimha Prahladesa Jaya Padma Mukhak Padma Bringam Shri Narasimha Bhagavan Ki Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai Shri Narasimha Chaturdashi Mahamahotsava Ki Jai
Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha
Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha
Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha
Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha
Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha
Jaya Narasimha Jaya Narasimha जय नरसिंहा
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Bolo bolo.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Bol.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha,
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha,
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha,
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Narasimha Dev.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha.
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha.
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha.
Jaya Narasimha,
Bolo bolo.
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Narasimha.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha.
Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha, Jaya Narasimha.
Oh, जय नरसिंहा 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 जय नरसिंहा
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
नरसिंहा
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा जय नरसिंहा नरसिंहदेव भगवान की प्रहलाद महाराज की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय हरि हरि बोल
Hare Krishna, everyone. Can we all put our hands up in the air and loudly chant Jai Narasimha Dev? A very warm welcome to all dear devotees, friends and guests to this very auspicious occasion of Lord Narasimha's appearance today. We were going to have class at 5:45, but Prabhu's running a bit late, so we will continue with Kirtan for some more time. Can I please request all the devotees who are sitting on the benches to please try to accommodate more devotees because we are expecting a big crowd today. And also on the Prabhu side, please try to either sit on the bench or come to the front so we can have more space for other devotees who will be joining us soon. So all the Matajis here, try to squeeze in or come and sit here at the front.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Jaste Jase Aviravir Bhava Vajranaka Vajradamsra Kamasayan Randaya Radandaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Sva Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Vishtam Shraum Shri Narasimha Bhagavan Ki Jai Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. So we all need a mercy of Narasimha Bhagavan. Not only on Narasimha CATURDASI, actually every day of our life, and every morning, every afternoon, evening, every minute of it. So we'll chant few tunes to invoke the mercy of Narasimha Dev. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Together. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om 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 Namo Bhagavate
Jai Narasimha Dev.
Narasimhaya.
Again, together. And again together.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Bala Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Wake up!
Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
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 Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya.
Jaya Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev,
Jaya Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Jaya Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev,
Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Jaya Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev,
Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Jaya Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj,
Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj,
Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev. Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev.
Jaya Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev.
Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol.
Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Haribo, Haribo, Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Haribo.
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev,
Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Gurudev, Gurudev,
Gurudev.
Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Shri Narasimha Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Jai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. So we're still waiting for Prabhu to arrive, but we have a very beautiful presentation to share with you. So I really request your patience, and if you can come forward, please come forward so we can occupy the space and maximize it. All the Prabhu standing at the back, please come and sit, and Matajis also, please come and sit, and allow others who are joining us later to have enough space as well.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jai Narasimha Bhagavan ki, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki, Go Pramanande.
Hari 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 Bol.
So, now, like some of you or many of you have heard the pastimes of Lord Narasimha and Prahlad Maharaj, and there are many temples in India, mostly in South India and mostly in Andhra Pradesh. So, recently, last year, in November, end of November and December, we visited some of the places of Narasimha, including Ahavilam and Bida and all. So we put a short video. It's only about 1.5 minute video, but I'll explain a little bit. And I'd like to thank Ishita for making this video in such a short time. So I want to show you some of the rare places which you have never seen, where the deities of Narasimha, they're all Swayambhu. Swayambhu means they're self-manifested deities. Okay? And they're very, very powerful and very, very merciful and very, very very, very strong. And they're very, very strong. And one other deity which I'm going to show you now, the deity is very soft. Normally the deity is made with the stone. It's very hard. But the heart of this deity is very soft. No? So we're going to show some of those places. And if you're interested, then okay, I can take you on a tour actually later on. You can join me later. Okay. Ready?
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Mangalgiri means like auspicious hill, no? And there is a deity of Lord Narasimha here, and the deity is very, very special. You can only see the mouth of the deity there in a rock there, and in the deity's mouth, now we pour a special drink called panakam. I think today we made the drink to offer Lord Narasimha. It's a drink made with the jaggery, pepper, and ilachi, and ginger, and all. So the speciality of this deity is that the deity, the Lord Narasimha, he actually drinks. He drinks the drink, the panakam, and the uniqueness is that he only takes half of the quantity which you give him. Okay, if you give him, I mean, you can order the drink. The devotee, the pujari, he makes the drink there, and the pujari he pours into the mouth of the Lord. And then if you order 1 liter, then the Lord drinks half a liter. If you give him 500 ml, he'll take 250 ml only. If you give 100 ml, he'll only take 50 ml. How do we know that? When you pour the drink into the mouth of Narasimha, after he takes half of it, then he feels satisfied, and he can hear the what sound? Burping. Yes, yeah. That means like he's satisfied. Then he won't take any more from you. So like that. So this is the place like that. Okay. So just go back slightly. So you can see the footprints there. These footprints they are the footprints of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he visited this place. So in remembrance of that, Srila Bhaksan Saraswati Thakur, who is the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, installed the footprints there. Yeah, they are the footprints of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there. Next. Okay, yeah, this is another place called Mulugu Lakshmi Narasimha temple. It's very ancient. Just go back, please. Yeah, no, go back. Yeah, okay, wait. So this is what I was telling you before. The deity is very soft and warm texture. You can feel the heart, the deity. Actually, we had the good fortune of touching. That Pujari allowed us to touch. We can feel very soft. You can put your finger, the finger goes inside, And also, the deity is on the top of a hill, and there is a stream of water coming down from the top to the bottom there. And that water is called Chintamani. Chintamani means a touchstone. And the water flows down and also mixed with the herbs there on the mountain. And that water is very special. It's got some medicinal qualities also in that. It's coming from the lotus feet of the Lord there. Okay, next. And there is a pujari there, and then Narasimha. Okay, stop. Yeah. Okay. So the Narasimha Maharaj is giving the blessings to the devotees over there. Narasimha Maharaj also joined us trip there. Next. Yeah, he's a pujari over there. And all these devotees from the local area, they came and getting the blessings of Maharaj there. Okay, this is called Vedadri Narasimha. This is on the bank of a river. The name of the river is Krishna River. And it's got about 5 Narasimha deities over there. Okay, please. Yeah. So you can see the rock over there. That is also from Lord Narasimha there. After he saved the Vedas, after that he became a Shaligram Sila and stayed in the river over there. And again, Pancha Narasimha means the 5 Narasimhas places over there, near there, Okay, next. Yeah, this is on the top of the hill there. Oops. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, here many people they try to build a temple, but none of them worked. That means the Lord didn't want. He wanted to be open over there. You can see the form of the Lord there in the rock over there. So there are 5 Narasimha temples over there: Jwala Narasimha, Shaligram Narasimha, the one which I showed you before, it is Shaligram Narasimha, and the Yoga Narasimha, the main temple, Lakshmi Narasimha, and then Veer Narasimha there. Okay. Next. Yeah, these are some of the friends over there too. This is a place called, no. Yeah, there were friends there too. They were there they're happy to see us. Yeah, this is a place called Mattapalli. This is also Lord Narasimha temple on the bank of a river, Krishna river. This is some of the temple area there. And this is a very interesting deity of him. It's called Vadapalli Narasimha Swami Temple, located in Nalgonda district there. And the speciality of this deity is that the Lord actually breathes. How do we know that? Because there are 2 lamps there, like this kind of lamps there, There are 2 lamps. One is close to his nostrils, the one is at the bottom. And you can see the lamp near his nostrils, it moves, whereas the one at the bottom is stable there. That means Lord is breathing. Because of the breathing, the lamp actually moves there, So this is the deity. So it's the breathing deity of Lord Narasimha there. Okay, that's it. There are many more actually. Maybe I'll show you them next time. Okay. And also now, just briefly, we want to play a short bhajan of Agni Prabhu. Agni Prabhu is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. He joined in the movement in 1974, and he was a very good kirtaniya. His bhajans are very famous, very popular. And he left his body day before yesterday. So we just want to play a short bhajan of him, so in memory of him, and pay our respects to him. So now I'll hand over the mic to...
Thank you, Sitaram Prabhu, for sharing with us these beautiful places of Lord Narasimha Dev's pastimes in India. So if you ever get a chance to visit, please go. And as Prabhu has volunteered, he would be happy to take us all on this journey. So let's pray to Lord Narasimha Dev that maybe one day we can receive this good fortune of visiting these temples. Thank you, Prabhu. So now we will be moving on to the next part of this event, which is hearing about Lord Narasimha Dev. And today we have a very, very special guest amongst us. Can I request you all to please put your hands together for none other than His Grace Patri Prabhu. I would like your patience for a little bit, because if I say just 2 words in his introduction, that won't be doing justice to what Prabhu is. So I would like to read this introduction for Prabhu and welcome him with a loud Hari Bol when I finish. Patri Prabhu was born in Ukraine in 1969. Following his university studies and professional military training, he dedicated his life to spiritual and social leadership. He currently serves as a prominent leader within ISKCON and is an active member of the United Nations, URI. A true polymath, he is a celebrated author, publicist, poet, and a musician. He holds a PhD in the philosophy of Bhakti Yoga from Florida University, USA, where he also serves as a professor. Widely recognized as a powerful motivational speaker and trainer, Patri Prabhu is a gifted linguist fluent in multiple languages. He serves as a trusted mentor to a diverse range of leaders, including corporate executives and political figures, international influencers, film and pop culture celebrities. He is deeply committed to the next generation, actively teaching philosophical and moral disciplines to students at universities and colleges worldwide. His tireless work has earned him significant international honors. Prabhu has been awarded the title of Honorary Citizen by the Government of India for his cultural contributions, and he has also been awarded by the prestigious award of Jana Seva Shri Award by the Government of Nepal for his efforts in spreading Sanatan Dharma and uplifting public consciousness. His lifelong dedication continues to leave a lasting mark on the fields of education, spiritual philosophy, and global social service. So can we all chant one loud Mahamantra and welcome Prabhu? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So our request to all the parents to please mind the kids. And like Prabhu said yesterday in his class, Prabhu said, I'm not going to ask anyone to turn your phones off, because if your phone rings, you're going to buy 10 Bhagavad Gitas. So we are having the same deal today. If anyone's phones ring today, you will be obliged to buy 10 Bhagavad Gitas. So please make sure the kids are minded, and if they are making noise, you can take them outside.
Today we need ears. Hare Krishna. Narasimha Bhagavan ki. Srila Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Shiromani ki. Nitai Gaura Premanande. Om Ugram Viram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Nrisimham Vishanam Badram Mrityum Namamaham. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Mahanrisimhaya Damstra Kralavadanaya Ghora Rupaya Vajranakaya Jwala Maline Mama Vignan Pacha Pacha Mama Bhayam Bindi Bindi Mama Shatrun Vidravaya Vidravaya Mama Rishtan Prabhanjaya Prabhanjaya Chata Chata Hana Hana Chindi Chindi Mama Bhishtan Puraya Puraya Mama Raksha Raksha Hambat Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasingaya Namaste Jasya Viravirphava Vajranakha Vajradamstra Karma Sayan Randaya Randaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmanim Uishtamam Shraum. Namaste Narasingaya Prahlada Lada Daine Hiranya Kashi Purvaksha Shilatanka Nakalaye Ito Nrisinga Parato Nrisingo Yato Yato Yamitato Nrisinga Bahir Nrisingo Hridaya Nrisingo Nrisingha Madim Sharanam Prapadye Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye Abhakara Kamalavare Natam Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Kanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Abhakara Kamalavare Naka Jai Sigare Abhakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Sringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Abhakara Kama Nrisinghadev Jaya Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev, Jaya Narasimha Dev, Narasimha Dev. Jai Prahlada Maharaj, Prahlada Maharaj, Prahlada Maharaj, Jai Prahlada Maharaj. Jayo Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Narahari, Lakshmi Narasimha, Narahari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Bolo 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 bolo. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, hey Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada. भगवान की भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की श्री श्री लक्ष्मी सिंह भगवान की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की नृसिंह चतुर्दशी महामहोत्सव की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Oh, glories to the assembled devotees. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So now we feel Narasimhadev manifested himself. Because Narasimhadev doesn't come just because of some ancient structures of temples. Hare Krishna. Today, I don't know how I even
dare to touch this such a deep subject matter as Narasimha Leela. It's impossible definitely to describe the glorious advent of Lord Narasimha Dev in this world. I want to speak about the glory of his pure devotee Prahlad Maharaj, who was just merely 5 years old boy. He himself expressed, my dear Lord, why did you appear? It's most astonishing, most surprising thing, why you appearing? And Prahlad Maharaj, he says, my dear Lord, I can see so many great personalities present here. He says, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, all demigods, saintly people, Agastya Rishi, Bhrigu Rishi, great saintly people present here, but you never came for them. But you just came from the pillar, just for my sake. And who am I? Same prayers he's offering, my dear Lord, who am I? Brahma daya suragana munayosasi satvai katanakatayo vachaswam pravahaihi naraditum purugunair adunapi pipruhu kim toshum arhasi same harir ugra jate. I am boy, was born ugra jate. I am demoniac, rakshas actually. I am rakshas. And I was born in Mlecha family. And my father, whose surgical operation you just completed, open surgery, no anesthesia, nothing, just. I am his son, by the way. बाप का बेटा सिपाही का घोड़ा कुछ नहीं तो थोड़ा थोड़ा बाप का बेटा. I am his son. And you came not for Brahmaji. Lord Brahma, his body made out of intelligence. Can you imagine? I was mentioning other day, 97% of body of Lord Brahma made out of intelligence and only 3% of false ego. Lakshmi Devi, all these great powerful demigods of this universe. You never came to them. But you put your lotus hand on my head and you lick my cheek. Who am I? Now I understand, my Lord. Nobody can attract you. Nobody can attract you, neither by great power of mystic yoga, beauty, vast knowledge, not by big projects and temples. Nothing attractive to you. Manye dhana bijana rupa tapashrutojas. He says that in Srimad Bhagavatam 7th canto. I understand, not by all material qualification one can attract you. Nobody. Bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayuthapaya. Only by bhakti somebody can attract your attention. As Rupa Goswami, he prays in his wonderful Stavavali, he says, where was the piety of Mrigari hunter? Where was the piety of that great hunter, sinful? Where was the beauty of Kubja? Where was the opulence of Sudama? Where was the maturity of Dhruva? Where was the chivalry, bhav and mood of Ugrasena Maharaj? None of them, they had any qualification. Lord Madhava only attracted by bhakti. Bhavagrahi Janardana. So Krishna explains himself in Bhagavad Gita. Striya vaishyatata shudrastipiyanti param gatim. Door for liberation open to everyone. Even to considerably, according to Shastra, low species of life, Shudras, Mlechas, Striya, female also considered in that scale as a less intelligent. Not spiritually speaking, but speaking in terms of yoni. Sarva yoni shukaunti amurtayak sambhavanti yahtisham brahma mahadunir aham bijah pradah pita. Species of life. All kind of less qualified people. They can go back to Godhead, no problem. How? Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto explains, Prasangam ajaram pasam atmanam kabayo viduhu sa eva sadhu shukrito moksha dvaram apavritam. Every intelligent man, Kavi, he knows that attachment to anything material in this world is a cause of going to hell, bondage in this material world. But the same affection, same attachment directed towards sadhu, saintly person, Saiva sadhu shukrito moksha dvaram apavritam. It opens the doors for liberation. That's why it's so important in such a wonderful festivals like Narasimha CATURDASI. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained that festivals, they are mother of bhakti, because this is a wonderful opportunity to glorify Lord. Gunakathamrita. To, and this is actually medicine in this Kali Yuga. Nivritta tarsharupagiyamanas bhava aushadhi chutramano bhiramat sa uttama shloka gunanuvadat. Bhava aushadhi. Everybody in this material world, they have very severe stage of disease, bhava roga, identification with this body. And like never before, this is so important to cure this disease. In the age of Kali, especially nowadays, when the world is filled with tears, practically all of us now, we are swimming in the ocean of tears. Not only Ukrainians or Iranian people. Everybody. This is ocean mrityu samsara sagarat. And if we really want to escape from this world, we definitely have to be confirmed. We have to be attached to the saintly people. Saiva sadhushu krito. And Srila Prahlad Maharaj, he was a saintly boy with wonderful qualities of saintly person. And I don't know how much time we have today to discuss. 15 minutes? Because everybody hungry, I know. Okay, 16 minutes. I don't know. For me, it's very difficult to squeeze such a important message in even half an hour. Trust me, it's very difficult. But because I was going today and I was thinking, what can I tell to people? Isn't it? Devotees, sometimes people say the variety mother of enjoyment. But for devotees, same thing every year, Narasimha CATURDASI. And everybody, when you're coming, everybody knows the Leela from beginning to the end. Everybody knows everything. And still this guy is coming together and hearing again and again. Swadu, swadu, pade, pade. Same thing. Isn't it? And everybody saw Mahavatar, Narasimha Dev. There is nothing new. But interesting enough, devotees are relishing these pastimes. Ever fresh. Swadu, swadu, pade, pade. Every step. It's getting best taste because Navayovanamcha. This is pastimes, it's transcendental. This is not like news since Dwapara Yuga. We're reading about somebody who killed somebody, Egyptian, Roman Empire. Nothing special. Same old, wrinkled sense enjoyment with big beard, New old bottle old wine in new bottle. Same thing. But Krishna's pastimes, they are not out of this world. That's why Krishna said, those who will understand these activities of mine, janma karma cha me divyam, evam yaveti tattvataha, tyaktvam deha punar janma naitimam. It is Arjuna, my dear Arjuna. Those who really understand the purpose and the activities of my appearance, in this world, they will never take birth again in this strange, confusing world. That's why devotees coming together. Matchitta madgata prana buddhayantas parasparam. Kathayantas chamam nityam tushyanti charamanticha parasparanu kathanam. They're coming and tushtihi, pushtihi. They're enjoying, they tushyanti charamanticha ramanti yogina anante. What is that secret? That devotee, even in the midst of great calamities, they can be happy. Jai Sri Hari. Happy. Even Hiranyakashipu wants to kill you. And every one of us in this life have this experience of great exams, isn't it? We know all children, including me when I was a kid, I never wanted to go to school. Really. Especially in Russia, it was cold, winter time. Very difficult to lift the blanket. Everybody want to sit inside the blanket till 12 o'clock afternoon. But we have to do what we have to do, and we have to do it. And sometimes father putting your ear, Babu, you have to go to school. And you're taking this bag and going and crying, and mommy taking you by hand to school. Have you had this experience? Yes, everybody have. However you simulate, you have to go to school. And there's exam also in school. Oh no. And just day before exam, your hair on the end, Tension. I'm sure that everyone single had this experience. Such a tension. So in life, welcome to Narasimha University. And name me any devotee in this world, anyone, sincere devotee, who didn't go through the test. Yes. Whether it's Pandavas, Kunti Maharani, Prahlad Maharaj, you name them, anyone. They have to go through the acid test, Prabhupada said. And that time will be interesting to understand, as they say in Hindi, Dud ka dud, pani ka pani. Who is who? Because it's easy to become, oh, snak snak, hiri hiri, brum brum, like devotee. Nice Mahaprasadam, and just, No. Real devotion is not about external things. It's about internal maturity and steady hearts through every storm. So this is example of, and also this about mentality, why we are doing what we are doing in devotional life. Interesting, huh? So, and of course, I was wondering which sloka to read today, but I thought, okay, let me read one sloka from 7th Canto Bhagavatam, prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. We can understand the mood of Prahlad Maharaj. And I'll tell you, hopefully I'll be able to fit in this remaining 14 minutes. So we can read, it's very, very important to understand, because when we tune with this pure devotees, Manobhishta, it's called Shri Guru Manobhishtam. When we understand them, I was mentioning other day, when in Christian tradition, people meditating on the feeling of Jesus Christ, of compassion to other living entities, they're getting these stigmas manifesting in their hands, manifesting this in 5 places. Hands, leg, and also here, when he was pierced with a spear. So the people, those who are sincerely meditating on the object of their worship, they start to feel what object of their worship feel. So they start to feel that pain and compassion toward all living entities, even in Christian tradition. That's why they're so eager to help and stretch themselves out of comfortable zone to help this poor, leprosy people, whatever you can call it, right? Which is very nice. It's called compassion. Para dukkha dukkha, dukhi para sukha sukhi. To feel struggle and frustration of others. Those who are swimming in the ocean of tears. Anyanya vaira sukha lesha hetoho ananta dukkham chanaveda mudha. Ananta dukkha, unlimited sufferings. But chanaveda mudha, they don't even know about that. That's why Prahlad Maharaj, he was able to penetrate. There's many texts which glorifying the qualities of saintly person Prahlad, boy Prahlad. But one particular shloka which stands outstanding, at least to me, his prayer to Lord Nrsimhadev. Shall we read this shloka? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prayena Deva Munayo Swavimukti Kama Maunam Charanti Vijanena Pararthanishta. Nainam Vihaya Kripanan Vimumukshu Eko Nanyam Twadasya Sharanam Brahmato Nupasye. Prahlad Maharaj prays, my dear Lord Nrsimhadev, I see that there are many saintly persons indeed, but they are interested only in their own liberation, deliverance, not caring for the big cities and towns like Perth. They go to the Himalayas or to the forest to meditate with vows and silence, Mauna Vrata. They are not interested in delivering others. As for me, however, I do not wish to be liberated alone, leaving aside all these poor fools and rascals. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. Therefore, I wish to bring them back to shelter at your lotus feet. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This is the decision of the Vaishnava, the pure devotee of the Lord. For himself, he has no problem, even if he has to stay in the material world, because his only business is to remain in Krishna consciousness. The Krishna conscious person can go even to hell and still be happy. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj said, naivut vijay paraduratyaya vaitaranya. O best of the great personalities, I am not at all afraid of material existence. The pure devotee is never unhappy in any condition of life. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 6:17-28. Narayana parah sarve na kutaschana bibhyate swarga pavarga narakesh apitulyarthadarshinaha. Devotees solely engage in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Narayana never fear any condition of life. For them, the heavenly planets, liberation, and the hellish planets are all the same. For such devotees are interested only in the service of the Lord. For a devotee, being situated in heavenly planets and being in the hellish planets are equal. For a devotee lives neither in heaven nor in hell, but with Krishna in the spiritual world. The secret of success for the devotee is not understood by the karmis and jnanis. Karmis, therefore, try to be happy by material adjustment, and jnanis want to be happy by becoming one with the Supreme. The devotee has no such interest. He is not interested in so-called meditation in Himalayas or in the forest. Rather, his interest in the busiest part of the world, where he teaches people Krishna consciousness. The Krishna consciousness movement was started for this purpose. We do not teach one to meditate in the secluded place just so that one may show that he has become very much advanced and may be proud of his so-called transcendental meditation. Although he engages in all sorts of foolish materialistic activities. A Vaishnava like a Prahlad Maharaj is not interested in such a bluff of spiritual advancement. Rather, he is interested in enlightening people in Krishna consciousness, because that is the only way for them to become happy. Prahlad Maharaj says clearly, Nanyam tvadasya sharanam brahmato nupasye. I know that without Krishna consciousness, without taking shelter of your lotus feet, one cannot be happy. One wanders within this universe life after life. But by the grace of devotee, a servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one can get a clue to Krishna consciousness and then not only become happy in this world, but also return back home, back to Godhead. That is real target of life. The members of the Krishna consciousness movement are not at all interested in so-called meditation in the Himalayas or the forest, where one will only make a show of meditation, nor are they interested in opening many schools for yoga and meditation in the cities. Rather, every member of Krishna consciousness movement is interested in going door to door to try to convince people about the teachings of Bhagavad Gita as it is and teachings of Lord Chaitanya. That is the purpose of the Hare Krishna movement. The members of Krishna consciousness movement must be fully convinced that without Krishna one cannot be happy. Thus, the Krishna consciousness person avoids all kind of pseudo-spiritualists, transcendentalists, meditators, monists, philosophers, and philanthropists. Om Ajnanatirmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ye.
Lots of space here. Others, can you please come forward as well? Please take some space. We just want to have this area clear.
At the back, can you can come here, plenty of space.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is explained in scriptures that our devotion depends on our faith. Shraddha Anusari Bhakti Adhikari. There is one saying in Hindi, Karm kamandal kah kahe tulsi kah gaye sai, sarita jal nadi koop adhikam bund ke samai. Karm kamandal. Kamandal means container. Kamandalo, na? People used to carry the container. And how much we can receive the water depends on the size of our container. Even we have sarita, jal, nadi, koop, ocean, river or well. Water body can be different, even ocean, but if we have small dhakkan, bottleneck or something like small glass, you can get only glass. Adhikam bunde ke samai, not even drop more than that. Even there is great ocean can be in front of us. That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Naham prakashah sarvasya yoga maya samamritaha. Great rascals and fools, they can never understand me. Avajananti mam mudha. So who can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead? What to speak about His manifestations and, activities? Krishna can come from nowhere. As we discussed the other day, He can come from the nose, like Varahadev. And in previous shlokas, Hiranyakashipu, he was saying when his brother Hiranyaksha, he was killed by Varahadev. He says this Lord actually is very partial to these demigods. And these demigods, they were devotedly worshipping him, and that's why he became partial to demigods. Otherwise, he's supposed to be, impartial to everyone. And now Hiranyakashipu, he says, Tasya tyaktva svabhavasya grinirmaya vanaukasaha. He says that now he gave up all his non-partial mentality and he became partial. Therefore, he says, now I shall therefore sever the Lord Vishnu's head from his trunk by my trident, and with profuse blood from his body I shall please my brother Hiranyaksha, who was so fond of sucking blood. Thus shall I too be satisfied. See the mentality. Amazing, huh? Demigod and then demons. This mentality. In Hiranyakashipu, father of Prahlad Maharaj, he had this demonic to kill Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the moment he became to know that Prahlad Maharaj is devotee of that personality, he became inimical to his son. His own son, he wanted to kill him. Not just tear his ear or put some stick. No. To kill him. Can you imagine what CPO will do in that case? Child Protection Office. Nothing can be done. This is such a violence. But the Supreme CPO is Krishna. He's a actual, he can understand. Bhavagrahi Janardana. Very difficult to understand the mood and mentality of pure devotee. Interesting, when Prahlad Maharaj was such a nice boy, isn't it? Papa, but he was so fearless. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in 12th chapter Bhagavad Gita, who is very dear to me? Adveshya sarva bhutanam maitrah karuna evacha. He is always friendly to all living entities. He never discriminates good, bad, deshi, bideshi, man, animal, No. He is equal to everyone. Maitri astu vishwasya namo dvijebhyaha. He has this friendly relationship with everyone. Everybody dear to my devotee and devotee dear to everyone. It's Shakti Parinamavada. Once Giriraj Maharaj asked Srila Prabhupada when his parents came to take him back to America. You know that story. When his father, he was a high top lawyer in America. Very influential people. And when Srila Prabhupada, he took Giriraj Swami to Juhu. And they had big problem. Heavy problem. Mr. Nair, he was attacking in so many, you can read that. Amazing. You cannot think, Prabhupada was here, so nice, everything was smooth. Nothing smooth. Devotees were attacking temples with machine guns and rifles and bombs. And they were dragging Mataji's by hair, in Juhu. So much Prabhupada had to fight. And Prabhupada was wearing the t-shirt with Nrsimhadev on it. That's a long story. And when parents came and said, you have to take our son back to America. Why you took our son? And Srila Prabhupada became aloof. Giriraj Maharaj sitting here and parents sitting here. And they're screaming at Prabhupada. Why he's not going back to America? Send him to America. And Prabhupada said, Giriraj, go to America. And Giriraj Maharaj said, I don't want Prabhupada. He doesn't want. He's like, Prabhupada never took monkey on his own head. But you have to send him. You have to go. I don't want Prabhupada. He doesn't want. But then Prabhupada is a gentleman. He was consolidating things. Okay, he said, you go and take your parents. You take your parents. And spend time with them. Be practical. Love your parents. So Giriraj Maharaj, he told me personally, I took my parents to Nepal and then to Rishikesh. And he spawned a few times. And then when he came back, he told Prabhupada, Nepal, such a nice, beautiful place to preach. You have to send somebody. Yes. Then Prabhupada sent and he said, oh Maharaj, that's why you are Sarvak Karana Karanam. Nepal preaching, you are the cause. And then when he brought them back, by that time, after a few weeks, the parents of Giriraj Maharaj became very happy and peaceful and satisfied. And when his father was going back to America, he came to Prabhupada and said, okay, you can keep Giriraj here. And he shook the hand of Prabhupada and he loved Prabhupada so much and he left happily. After his parents departed, Giriraj Maharaj came to Prabhupada and said, Srila Prabhupada, I just cannot understand why people love you so much. I mean, my father, he was Hiranyakashipu personified. But when he was leaving back to America, he smiled, beaming. He loves you. Why people love you so much, Prabhupada? And Prabhupada became very grave. Because I love them so much. Yes. You cannot expect around you anything more than you have yourself. Right? As I always say, don't blame the mirror if you have ugly face. So, aina ka kya dosh hai? So, similarly, whatever happens around us is nothing but reflection of our attitude. It's our attitude making our altitude, an attitude of gratitude. So, Srila Prabhupada, he was such a also pure devotee. He has the qualities. So many obstacles were there. Devotees in Mayapur, Pankajangari Prabhu was telling, Janani was away telling so many stories. You know the stories, right? The dacoits attacked temple, was bombed. Bhakti Raghav Maharaj even lost his leg. His Holiness Jaitak Maharaj and other, Bhavanandas, they were put in jail by police in Krishnanagar. They had to shoot their machine guns. In New Brindavan, I visited New Brindavan, Golden Palace. Anyone been in New Brindavan in the US? There's a big temple. Devotees were constructing temple in New Brindavan. Beautiful. They got nearly 3,000 acres of land by government. Everything going smoothly, beautifully, nicely. Everybody worshipping Krishna, Radha Brindavan Chandra. So nice. Gornitai, and Srinathji. Everything going smoothly. All of a sudden, one beautiful sunny day, mafia people coming. Blood, killing people, screaming. Anyway, I don't want to tell you the details. They even make devotees to dig their graves, to stand, fall down in the grave you did yourself. So it's really blood flowing everywhere, killing. And all of a sudden, devotees heard sound. Deities fall down from the altar. And it was such a tremendous sound. All of a sudden, these mafia people, they became scared. Bhaya swayam bhayam. Krishna he gave them fear. And they became so scared, they jump on their vehicle and run away. Such sound came out. Devotees were surprised. What happened? So they came, and everybody were thinking that day that everybody going to be dead. Literally, because some devotees were killed and some devotees were attacked badly. And pujaris were telling, we were doing puja. Srila Radhanath Maharaj was sharing also. I was that time pujari, I was doing puja, and days and long days after that incident, anytime he was dressing the deities, any sound behind the curtain, I was thinking, they are coming. Again coming. Again, it was my last day. And he was praying, my dear Lord, please make me remaining chaste to you. Whatever happened, let me not to forget your lotus feet. Very easy to pray when you are in danger, as they say in Hindi. Dukh mein sumiran sub kare, sukh mein kare na koi, jo sukh mein sumiran kare to dukh kahe ka hoi. Same thing happened in Russia also. I'm just trying to destroy the illusion that Hare Krishna 4237 Agarvati Mambati Khao Nacho Gao Hari Bol. Well, let me tell you stories. Now I'm in touch with my friends in Ukraine now. Horrible things happens. So many devotees died already. You know that? Nearly 30-40 devotees are dead. Shot. Temples closed. Deities under the ground. Bombing. So many women raped and killed. Don't think that this is, oh, Hari Bol. Very dangerous sometimes. In Russia, in South Russia, because demons, they're very envious of devotees. In South Russia, such a city, Rostov city, devotees were doing Gaur Arati. I'm telling you a few glimpses of real situation, what's happening in Kali Yuga. Devotees doing Arati. Kiva Jaya Gaura Chandar Aroti Ka Shobha. All of a sudden, mafia comes. Dozens of people, 10, 20 people with machine guns and with sticks coming inside the temple, start to crush everything. They came to the murti of Srila Prabhupada, pow, and destroy the murti. They came to the ladies, start to pull their saris from them, beating them. Some brahmacharis came, tried to protect Matajis, protect everything. They start to beat them. They crush the skulls of brahmacharis, beating them, crushing, coming to the deities, bam, beating, mess. I don't want to tell you the story. Huh? That was in 90s, I believe. Rostov. In Rostov. Nadanu. So this is heavy. Srila Prabhu Vishnu Maharaj was GBC that time there. And he said, now we have to have machine guns legally in the temple. So we had, after that, we got permission to keep machine guns in the temple. Like an army. 1, 2, 3. You have to have machine guns in the temple. And some devotees died also. One my very close friend, Adirasa Prabhu, he was broken head, and just then he was for many years he was doing kirtan with Indra Prabhu. After that he went to Vrindavan. Things happens. And that is the time when devotee taking full shelter of Narasimha. And Krishna manifests. I don't want even to tell you the stories about Narasimha when devotee did salted bread book. Shall I tell you one story? It will become storytelling class. Okay, I'll tell you only 3 stories, okay? 3. If not 4. Okay, 5. No, I'll tell you 3 stories. It's very, very interesting stories which gives the faith. At least I got the faith from that. Because faith, Shraddhanusari Bhakti Adhikari. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvat Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Aham Tvam Papipyo Mokshayishami Mashuchaha. Aham Tvam Sarva Papipyo Mokshayishami. I will deliver you. Don't worry, Baba. Mashuchaha. Not Vashuchaha. Va means 50 feet. Mashuchaha. Strict. Don't worry. Mehu na yaar. Don't worry. But how do you believe that or not? That's up to you. Yet itchasita thakuru. Now you believe that. It's easy to take shelter when sun shining, everything, but try. Sharanag mam ekam sharanam braja. And sharanam means anukulyasya krishnanu pratikulyasya varjanam. Very often, for the sake of our false ego, my ego, me, not we, but me, like Hiranyakashipu. I will kill even Vishnu. What to speak about Vaishnavas? Because my brother, aham mameti, my family. My brother, me. That's the difference. I want even to kill Vishnu. You see? And devotees, they're always praying for all world. Prahlad Maharaj is praying, Swastyashtu vishwasya kalah prasidatam dyayantu bhutani shivam mithodiya manascha badram bhajata tadhokshaje aveshyatam no matirapahaituki. Let all envious people in this world will be pacified, cool down. Let only will be one occupational service, devotional service to the Lord. And in this devotional service, everybody will be reunited. So, Sharanam, Anukulyasya Krishnanu. What is not Anukul for Krishna, even this is hurting for me, okay, still I have to do what is Anukul. And I have to reject what is Pratikul. If by my activities, reputation of ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada, and all devotees will go down, that is Pratikul. And if it's something what I have to step on my false ego and do something which is good for preaching, Krishna said that ISKCON, this is a personification of Krishna in Kali Yuga. He said that. ISKCON is the organization which can save the world in its darkest hour, Prabhupada said. It will save the world in its darkest hour. This civilization cannot continue longer. In 1973, Prabhupada said, this civilization cannot continue longer. When they were in Moscow, they saw this army parade. Ballistic missiles. It was like, May parade. All army weapons were... they had this parade showing people the power of military, different armor. And Prabhupada looked with the tears and said, this civilization cannot continue long time. You cannot keep people happy by fear. Cannot. And if I'll tell you how many nuclear bombs now in the world, smoke will come from your head. And they're not made only for the museum to show. It's going to be used one day. And unfortunately it will happen. Prabhupada predicted that. Therefore, this civilization, demons, they're producing everything to destroy this world. 16th chapter Bhagavad Gita, he says. Therefore, devotees, they're trying to save this world. And the best protection from the world is the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. Samasritaye pada pallava plavam. Pallava plavam. Plavam means lotus feet of Krishna. That's why Prahlad Maharaj is praying in this prayer. I know without taking shelter of your lotus feet, they cannot be happy. Because Parampadam, Vatsapadam, Parampadam, Padam Padam, Yad Vipadam Natesham. So many dangers in this material world. They need to have this bhakti, lotus feet of Krishna as a boat which can cross us to the ocean of death and birth. Yes, Prahlad Maharaj praying to Lord Vishnu, who came as Narasimha Dev from the pillar. And he could not become peaceful. He could not. Even he killed Hiranyakashipu and put his intestines like garland on his head. Still he cannot be pacified. Even Lord Brahma and Lakshmi. Lord Brahma said, your husband came, come. He came from the office, can you? I said, no, I never saw my husband like this. No, it's hardly. And then Prabhupada says in lecture, then they put 5-year-old boy in the cage with the lion. Small boy, okay, he came for you, okay, you pacify him. Even Brahma could not do anything. Even Yamaraj could not do anything. Hiranyakashipu, he was so powerful demon, Mahademon, that all demigods, they were his servants. By moving his brow like this, everybody shaking in their boots. Yamaraj, he was cleaning door carpet. Indra and demigods, they were washing the pots in the kitchen. Seriously. And Hiranyakashipu, when there's night, Surya Dev, I want daytime. AC, Varuna Dev and Indra, I want AC. So they were running around serving him, so much afraid of him. And here, he is dead, and Narasimha Bhagavan came and so angry, cannot be pacified. He cannot tolerate. You please kindly go and pacify your Lord. And Prahlad Maharaj comes and putting garland on him. Amazing. And this small boy could do something which great, super, duper, pooper, great personalities and chairmans of demigods, Indradev could not do. Even Brahma could not do what small boy did. Isn't it? We were telling the joke. It was the job which anybody could do. It was the job which anybody could do. And everybody knew that this is a job anybody can do, but nobody did it. And everybody became angry with somebody who didn't do the job which anybody can do, but nobody did it. So, everybody knew that we have to pacify Narasimha Dev, but nobody did it. So Prahlad Maharaj seems like very easy, huh? Not very easy. Very simple, but not easy. You have to have that devotion, that faith. And Sharanagati means you have, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains, you have to have full faith that Krishna will protect me, Rakshaititi Vishwaso, Guptritve Varanam Tatha, and he will provide me everything. And to develop that faith muscles, you have to be put into the acid test. Otherwise, you cannot, like in army, I was trained professionally for 6 years. And in theory, they're studying, okay, you have to put machine gun like this, you have to put this angle, when the wind blowing this way, you have to put, 2-degree percentage like this, and you consider this trajectory and this theory, But time comes, you have to be in battlefield. You have to practice the shooting, practical, you have to be in very challenging situation. You will be dropped with parachute in the jungle with the food only for 1 day, and you have to survive for 3 days, and you have to come to this, so many, direction, map, and you have to really struggle. You have to dig your own land. You have to run 10 kilometers with full ammunition, gas mask. It's very tough. Not everybody passed the test. Somebody fainting, somebody even killed. So, theory is one thing, Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, Hari Bol, 4237, that's okay. Banana, that's okay. But when real test will come, and we will be in front line, then we understand, and Krishna will definitely put that test to everyone. So we should not be discouraged, definitely should not. When tables turn, as tables do, don't forget who turning them for you. So, from dust to gold, from iron to gold, in loving hold, we hold Krishna's lotus feet. We were pretty much on right to hell, to nowhere. Decided we to hold his feet, and he was always there. You see? And although service going up, full gear, risky speed, decided we not to outjump, but to hold his lotus feet. So anyway, Prahlad Maharaj, he was showing his example, how much faith he has. That depth of the faith depends how much we can stand in the hurricanes of all this. And I was giving an example of this sequoia tree forest in California. Once I went to that forest, and this huge tree, sequoia trees, huge. They're growing for 3,000 years. Few thousand years, 3,000 years. There's one cut, like of the tree, and you can see this many lines, like huge, like this room, huge cut of the tree, to show the example. And they're growing for many thousands of years. But California is a place where the hurricanes takes place. Catherine, Rita hurricane. These hurricanes taking skyscrapers, uprooting. And this tree is not uprooted at all. How come? Such a great danger, but still this tree is standing together. So we asked one guide who was he was taking tourists around. He said, how come? And that some trees fallen down, and we can see that their roots not very deep, really, maybe a few meters only. So we say, how come these trees, even hurricanes cannot take it out? Because he said, there's a nature of these trees. They growing together, not me, but we. They growing together, and one mother tree in the middle, and all trees around, and under the ground, they interlock with their roots, They interlocking. That's not very deep, but they are together. I am because we are. Because they're all, you cannot uproot all forest. You can uproot one tree, however big it may be, but all forests you cannot. That's what Prabhupada said, that faith. Even we don't have that faith, Kamala Shraddha, we don't have Shastriya Shraddha, Swabhaviki Shraddha. We have this kind of soft faith yet, because we came just a few years ago to this movement. But when we stay together, Jiva Goswami says, Bahu militvam tad gana sukham Krishna ganam. Bahu militvam, when everybody coming together. This is the definition of Sankirtan Yagya. Yagya Sankirtana Pragya Jayantihi Sumedhasaha. Very intelligent people, they staying together. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is teaching. His deep faith. And that actually what I have learned. I didn't know, we didn't have any Bhakti Shastri, we didn't have any books, we didn't have any dhoti. I was telling other day in the class. Nothing. But one thing we had definitely had in those 80s, 90s. Otherwise, how you can stand this, all this salted bread, police and KGBs. They're attacking, beating, crashing devotees, putting them to jail, putting some intoxications to make you completely mad with chemicals. One devotee, he was so determined. Srila Prabhupada came for 3-4 days to Moscow only. He gave only one Bhagavad Gita. Can you imagine? Millions of devotees, hundreds of temples. This is just only one sample piece. Really. And such a vast preaching. Nobody can stop. Unstoppable preaching. What Prabhupada energy he gave. Srila Prabhupada like Prahlad Maharaj. There is another lecture we have like parallel of qualities of Prahlad Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada. Fearless, completely. Abhaya, Charanarvinda. Srila Prabhupada was walking in Calcutta in morning walk. And there is big monument of Victoria in Calcutta. Very big. And Prabhupada was saying to his disciples, when I was small, I was climbing up to the top, because it's a wood construction was going on, and I used to climb very top when I was small. And somebody said, oh, Srila Prabhupada, you were fearless when you were small. And Prabhupada said, why fearless when small? Even now I am fearless. Otherwise, how can I come to America alone, without money, without friends? Srila Prabhupada ki! Fearless. Prabhupada came to America and said, Swamiji, why did you come to America? I came to give you brain. That big article in newspaper, Swamiji came to give brain to America. What is hell, Swamiji? London is hell. Directly, fearlessly. So Srila Prabhupada was just, he was very strong because he had the felt protection of Krishna, like Prahlad Maharaj. And that's why he was able to give it to others. If you don't have something, khali pet na bhajan gopala le lo apna kantimala. So, prachar, bhojan ka dakkar. When you're eating and then full stomach, burp comes. That's preaching. So Srila Prabhupada distributed overflow. He was so overwhelmed with love of Krishna. That's why he was able to spread it all over the world. So when he came, okay, just let me tell you a few stories. Yeah, and actually it happened also. When I was preaching, these devotees in Russia, when they preach, they used to put them in jail. Particularly, I went to South Russia. It's called place Rostov, Armavir, and then one village. It's called Kurjinovo. Kurjinovo is in South Russia. Have you been in Kurjinovo? Stavropol. So in Kurjinovo, once I went there to get some red wood. Not in California, but in Russia, it's only one place was there when they were manufacturing the red wood on export. So I wanted to make one temple for Krishna in Ukraine that time. And I went without single paisa. That's different story altogether. But fearlessly we went. I didn't have even single paisa. I was traveling 1,000 kilometers. I came to this village. I went to this factory and I asked, can I get one small piece of wood? One small piece of wood, going like needle. And I came out from the back door because some drunkard, workers, they helped me to load 200 kilos of wood. And I was pulling that. That's a long story, really, fearlessly. And I had to stay for 1 week in the family of wonderful devotees. Their name Rupanuga and Purnamasi Mataji. So they were in jail, and they just came from jail, and they were telling me the story. All evenings we were telling the stories about all their pastimes and how Narasimha manifested. And they told me the story. Do you know, Patri, how Narasimha came to me and saved me? I said, really? Like those days of yours, long, long ago. Not Narasimha Mahavatar movie, real. And when somebody is, can you imagine Prahlad Maharaj will come and give class himself? That will be real. Yam swanubhavam akilam shutisaramekam. Anubhav means your experience. We are sharing our experience. So, I'm telling you somebody's story, okay? If I'll start to tell you my stories, you will sit till Mangalarati tomorrow. So, yes, and they said, KGB people came. And they captured my husband and put in jail. And we have 2 kids, 2 sons. Small babies. And they put him in jail. And after some time, they kick him out and they caught me and they put me in jail. Because they wanted to separate, to break devotees. This is a demoniac mentality, to break unity, divide and rule. So not samyak kirtana, but divide everyone and rule. So they put me in jail, in single cell. And then they put to me in my cell, Purnamasi Mataji was telling me, they put one prostitute, one lady, very easygoing lady. So we were sitting together in the same cell. And I was what to do? Devotees in hell or in heaven, they doing preaching. They always preaching. Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam. So they just preaching. And she started to preach to this lady. Kya karna? Kuch kaam hai nahi. So just started to preach to her. And she said, I'm preaching. She was very much too keen to listen to me. And whenever I used to speak Hare Krishna Mahamantra, she said, whenever I used to speak Mahamantra, my mouth became stiff. Like sometimes stiff muscles become stiff. What do you call it? Cramping. Huh? Crap and cramp also. When you're speaking, I wish when we're speaking some crap, our skull should become cramp. So much prajalpa nowadays. So, yeah, cramp. And some cramp started. I could not say Hare Krishna Mahamantra to her. I don't know why. Krishna, I'm preaching holy name. Let me speak. She could not pronounce Hare Krishna. Amazing. Everything else she was able to speak, but the moment she wanted to speak Hare Krishna Mahamantra to this lady, she could not open mouth. It was pretty much amazing to me. But anyway, on one night, she said, I opened my eyes and I saw somebody sitting on top of me and suffocating me like this completely. And I'm losing my consciousness. I can see I cannot breathe anymore. This prostitute lady was sitting on the top and she was suffocating me. So my eyes bulging already. And I said, I don't remember anything. And I perfectly feel I'm going to die now because I cannot breathe already. I cannot breathe already. And the one thing I remember, I saw night sky full of stars and I saw the form of Narasimha, his face. And I was just screaming, Narasimha! I was just trying to scream out through this throat, Narasimha! And she was screaming, Narasimha! And all of a sudden, this lady, she just like something bitten her like that. And she was flying 2-3 meters opposite the wall. Oh, and help me! This Hare Krishna wants to kill me! And there were only 2 of them. They were in the room. Nobody else. Some kind of power threw her back, like against the wall. And she was so scared. The eyes of this prostitute became like Jagannath. Oh, she wants to kill me. Boom, 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 boom. But police already waiting behind. Militia, they call it. They already, because she was the spy. That was arranged so she can kill her, and then they will make some. She committed suicide. She just some heart attack, or they make up some story and they finish. Narahega bas na bachega basuri. So this prostitute was the agent of police to kill this Purnamasi Mataji. But they didn't know that there is silent witnesses there. So she called him and he threw and said, oh no. So next morning, Vakil, called the 2 ladies. So what happened between you? And this prostitute was saying, she wants to convert me in her sect. She was preaching all her nonsense mantras, prayers to the Hindu god. She was trying to teach me by force her prayers. And Purnamasi, what to say? I mean, when somebody accusing you, how you can prove yourself? You don't have any recorder, you cannot just prove. Especially when all law on the side of that lady. And then, this advocate, she was a decent lady also. She said, okay, she teaching you some prayers? Yes, she was forcing me to become member of the society. What did she teach you? Which prayer she was teaching? That prostitute stuck. She didn't know any prayers. And then Purnamasi Mataji said, oh, now I understand why my mouth was not opening when I was about to tell her Mahamantra. Krishna prevented her to speak mantra to this person. So when advocate asked her, what prayers did she force you to study? And she could not say anything. And Purnamasi said, wow, that's what Nistinga protected me. Then case dismissed. But they desperately wanted to keep her. And they said, they came to her next day and said, you know what? You again called to the sentence room. You were found of selling drugs. Now you are sentenced for 15 years of imprisonment for selling drugs. So Purnamasi Mataji said, what? What drugs you talking about? Because you see, when lies spoken loudly enough and long time, it becomes truth. Prabhupada said, even by media, even rascals can become presidents of countries. In Bhagavatam he says. Because they're making different political juggling and manipulation media and all massive people of people, because they're like mostly people, they're like sheep. They're just believing whatever they fed. Through YouTube, through internet, through Instagram, whatever you hear, maybe, who knows. There is such a system as called overtone windows. Have you heard this? Check it out, Mama Google. Overtone windows. Yes, innocent public, they don't know anything. This manipulation of the masses of people by media. So when lies spoken loudly enough and for a long time, it becomes truth. So they started to say, yes, drugs, dealers. And everybody started to tell, oh, you are a drug dealer. So Purnamasi Mataji, she became so shocked. And they sentenced her when she was about to be released, few days for her releasement from the jail. They make another accusation and they to keep her for 15 years more for drug dealings. She said, I came out from the room and full of tears. I don't know, I cannot fight with this system, I cannot fight against them. I sit down outside the office and I close my eyes and tears rolling, because my 2 babies waiting for me and they keeping 15 years? Hey, what are you talking, 15 years? She could not take it. She was crying helplessly. All of a sudden, she said, in front of my eyes, I started to see particular newspaper. It's called, in Russian language, Literaturnaya Gazeta. Specific newspaper name, date, month, and page, an article. She again opened her eyes. Again she closed. Again the same, like like in news. Name of newspaper, clearly month, date, and page. She said maybe some significance is there. She went to the prison library, because they're usually keeping these newspapers, for prisoners to read. So she found that particular type of newspaper. She opened that month. She took that newspaper, opened that page, and it was like article which mentioned something like drugs and smuggling in Kazakhstan somewhere. She just secretly cut that article, roll it, hide it, and she brought to this wakil, to this lady advocate. And she said, well, ma'am, I don't know why, but I feel like something, my Lord told me that I have to give this article to you. Perhaps, maybe it will make some difference. And she gave this article. When this lady advocate, while reading this newspaper article, her eyes became big. What? My dear daughter, where did you get this article? She said, well, because my God, my Lord, showed me this, that I have to cut it down and bring to you. And this advocate lady said, I don't know who is your God, but my advice to you, my daughter, keep praying fearlessly to your God, because He saved you today. That is the accusation was taken from this news article, which is a real case of drugs and smuggling drugs somewhere in Kazakhstan, whatever, and they simply added her name. And if somebody wants to check whether it's true or not case, they can refer to that case. Yes, such case took place. So simply it's a valid case took place, and so your name just added there. But because you got the proof and the accusation paper which letter came to them and this article was identical, they simply blindly copy-paste. And that was solid proof that this was simply accusation, taken information from the article, and they released her next morning from the jail. So Narasimha Bhagavan ki. So like that, these things happens, and then she saw, I saw Narasimha Dev, and I called him. Anyway, so one more story, because really getting late. So one more story, okay? I'll tell you my personal experience. When we came to Nepal, and 2001, 2002, it was like war. Perhaps you heard that king of Nepal was massacred, his family was killed. It was destroyed, everything, purposely, to destroy Sanatana Dharma. It was under attack. It's still under attack, by the way. It's not, nobody is satisfied and peaceful. So, but anyway, that time it was radical, drastic. They killed the families, they destroyed everything. And when I came to Nepal, it was like such a bombing and fighting and Murdabad, Murdabad, bombing. So many people dying every day. I was thinking, man, what to do? I mean, how to preach in such situation? So nevertheless, we came, and many things took place, and we had our students, and we appointed some students as a manager of the temple in Kathmandu. But several times, big terrorists came to me and they demanded money from me, give me 15 lakhs, like with guns, stuff. But somehow others say, we have to, मैं प्रधानमंत्री का पुत्र नहीं हूँ, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, but they then came to temple, and they were our devotees. Because I was foreigner, I cannot become in charge, so I put my students. They became in charge of the temple, and a big group of people came, like 30, 40 people came, karate club, young wing of Communist Party that time. They came to temple and they were beating brahmacharis, they kicked them, they knocked them down to the ground, beating them, said, give us money, you foreigner organization, Bideshi Sanstha, give us money. And you have to give us, big demand list. If you will not give us by tomorrow morning, we're going to put bomb in your temple and put fire. Choose. Put fire or bomb. What do you want? And it was no joke, trust me. So many people were dying. I have presentations. So many people, temples, Buddhist temples. One preacher of Srimad Bhagavatam, he was killed by 20 bullets in the head. I don't want to tell you all these horrible things. It's true. So they came, if you will not do what we are telling you, we'll blast your temple. It was big excitement. I was downtown, we had center in downtown, and these boys, our boys were in temple, horrified. They're calling me, Patri Prabhu, Patri Prabhu, Patri Prabhu, it's danger, danger. Real danger. I said, oh no. So I went to that guy who is in charge. I won't tell you the name by chance. So I went to him, he was in charge, and he had 40 clubs of karate all over the country. Big army of these karate people. And it is said that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. So when you're feeling this power, like this is Hiranyaksha, oh Sahasra Arjun, what's his name? When you have so many hands, it's scratching, you want to exercise this power, So they cannot control themselves. They want to just mess around with all this power and control. Ishwaraham bhogi, balavan sukhi. So, no, and I went to his club in Kathmandu, and he was so angry, and he showed me pistol also. Pistol. I said, okay, wait. Cool down. So next morning, I went, and we have time only overnight. So I called to GBC, ABC, BBC. So I told everyone, see guys, this is a serious situation. We have situation here, because anything can happen. Devotees already beaten blood, they fall on the ground. They already beaten. Now they're threatening us. So one devotee, his name Madhavendra Puri from France, he got married actually, and somebody gave him in his Vivaha Samskara, Vivaha Yagya, somebody gave him gift, one murti of Ugra Narasimha, murti like this, Ugra Narasimha, as a gift to Grihastha. And he took it. And after 1 year he had a very bad divorce. Oh no. And we were doing Bhakti Vaibhava together, so we are friends. He called me, Patri Prabhu in Mayapur. Patri Prabhu, can you take this Narasimha from me, please? Because I'm going to get married again. I don't want to invite him to my new house. Because he already, I said, Grihastha is not supposed to worship Ugra Narasimha. Lakshmi, okay, but, so you take it, okay, take. So I took it. I know, very hot murti, so I took it. And it's in Kathmandu now. So, and that time I said, okay guys, overnight, let's worship Narasimha Dev. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Mahanrisimhaya Damstra Kralavadanaya Ghora Rupaya Vajranakaya Jwalamaline Mama Vignan Pacha Pacha Mama Bhayam Bindi Bindi Mama Shatrun Vidravaya Vidravaya Mama Rishtan Prabhanjaya Prabhanjaya Chata Chata Hana Hana Chindi Chindi Mama Bhishtan Puraya Puraya Mama Raksha Rakshaham Vatswaha. So anyway, we didn't sing a yagya, we didn't sing a stuti kavacha. All night we were worshipping. And then morning time, my students calling me, Patri Prabhu, hamro jeet bhayo. So, hamara jeet ho gaya. What happened? You know what happened? That morning, next morning, that big leader, he got toothache. And he went to local hospital to do some treatment. And while doing treatment, he got heart attack and died. Narasimha Bhagavan ki! Don't mess with devotees, huh? Because they can call Papa. And when they call Papa, Bhagu, run, better you run. Like that. So it happened. And since that day, nobody disturbed us. Narasimha Bhagavan ki! Anyway, so I can tell many stories, believe me. I was visiting the UK, Bhaktivedanta Manor. They requested me to speak some stories. So we end up in 4-hour class. 300 devotees packed, completely. We had to put, Patri, control yourself, Patri. So we had to put break to stop. Because Narasimha can manifest. But when you're throwing yourself in uncomfortable zone, then he has to come. Krishna, our acharyas explain in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Sanatana Goswami and also other acharyas, they explain that why Krishna creating troubles for his devotees. I mean, why? Why bad things happen to good people? Why such an innocent boy Prahlad, Bichara, he had to go through such a tribulation? In Nepali they have the saying, Churi lai kutera, buari lai tarsaune. To chastise the daughter, to teach daughter-in-law. So Krishna, he putting his devotees in trouble to teach all world how we're supposed to act in difficulties. Yes, sometimes we are not perfect. We can make mistakes, right? What was the fault of Pandavas? What was the fault of Yudhishthira Maharaj? You tell me. That even Yudhishthira Dharmaraj, he make mistake. He lost in gambling his brothers. He lost his wife Draupadi, Vastraharan. And I was telling to one devotee today, Draupadi had full right to give divorce to Yudhishthira Maharaj. And when Gandhari came and said, Putri, koi ashirvad chahiye. Anything you want, please, we can fulfill you. Sorry for this guys. Please, sorry. As a woman telling to the woman, please forgive me. I am the mother of the stupid people. Please, anything you want, tell me. What did she ask? Yes, she didn't. Rascals is nonsense. Give me $100 million in my bank account, one villa in Miami, and helicopter, and get lost this husband's nothing. I want to be independent woman. I want to live my life as I want. Never said that. Said no. Two things. Freedom from slavery. She never give up on Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pandavas. She support. Even that was their fault perhaps. But Anukulyasya Krishna, no. So she gives support and then free them from slavery. Make them free. And then Gandhari said, okay, they are free. One more, you ask one more, please, one more. Give them their weapon. Okay, granted, one more. No, I am Kshatriya. Kshatrani, Yagyaseni. I am not a beggar here. Two enough for me. Two enough. And their kingdom, which they lost, they'll take themselves, don't worry. That's the dignity. Because if you're not standing for something, you fall down for nothing. We have to have a dignity. And this good qualities comes only when somebody Krishna's devotee. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavata kinchana sarvair gunai tatra samasate suraha harav abhaktasya kuto mahadgunan manorathena sati dhavato bahihi. Prahlad Maharaj, he says, those who are sincerely akinchan bhakti, yasyasti bhaktir bhagavata akinchana, those who really don't want anything from Krishna, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam, va jagatashakam maye, mama janmani, janmanishwari, bhavatat bhakti rahaitu kitvai, Prabhu. Nana kaprishyam na chaparameshyam na sarvabhaumam narasadhipatyam na yoga siddhir na punarbhavam samanjasam tvaviragaya kangshe. I don't want anything, my Lord. No siddhis, not swarga, not opulence, nothing I want. I want your bhakti only. If somebody has that intent and desire, Krishna will protect them. And Krishna knows the motivation. Those who are sincerely motivated to serve his lotus feet, he will guarantee protect. Why to worry? Very, very important lesson he teaching us. And this wonderful but those whose motivation is corrupted, puja, pratishtha, swarthi, something, putram dihi, rupam dihi, dhan sampatti, ghar mein vijay jagadisha. This contaminated jnana karma, all this contamination, not akinchana, kinchana, kinchit, kinchit. Then Krishna will purify those by creating havoc in our life. Because he wants us back home very quickly. And devotees, they very gorgeously pass this test. And they becoming even more united. Bhagavatam explains in 10th canto Bhagavatam, when storm comes, rain comes, thunderbolts hitting the mountains, mountain-like devotees, they standing still. And after the storm subsided, they becoming even more pure and clean by the water of the storm. They shining, their beauty shining forward after the storm. That's why Sanatana Goswami explains that devotees, there are two reasons why devotees put into trouble. One is to test the qualities of devotee. Second one, to teach all world what devotee is supposed to be. And third reason also, there is a third reason why troubles happen to devotees. Devotees, they're putting themselves in trouble to attract Krishna's attention. They knowingly jumping in the trouble, then Krishna has to come. Sheep, sheep is very safe in harbor. Very safe, Bandarghat. But it's not what it's made for. Ocean meant to cross the ocean. Sheep made to cross the ocean, not just to be safe all the time in the harbor. No. Similarly, this human body compared to the ship. And Guru is Karnadharam. And this ship, guided by the small device, radar, behind, radar, and captain putting the radar like this moving. So this radar, ship of human body, crossing the ocean of material existence, and there is one radar. Sevan mukehe jihvadav, tongue. Atak Shri Krishna namadi na bhavid grahyam indriyai. Sevan mukehi jihvadav swayam eva spurat adaha. Krishna will be manifested by tongue. And the only business of tongue is to chant holy name and to take prasadam. Chant holy name and glory of Krishna, that's what we are doing, and to take prasadam. Ramji ka chirya, Ramji ka khet, kup khau chirya, barbar ki pet. So that's what we are actually doing. Yes. Once it was Prabhupada's festival, Vyasa Puja, they make big cake for Prabhupada. Big cake. And devotees offer the cake to the Lord. And they get, Prabhupada, we are enjoying like Krishna only. Devotees so happy. We are enjoying like Krishna. And Prabhupada said, nonsense. We are enjoying more than Krishna. Krishna took only one portion. And all cake left for us. Yes. It was Vyasa Puja of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Yes. He was Singha Guru, Singha Guru. And one day, devotees celebrating Vyasa Puja, and they big cake. And they, enjoying the Vyasa Puja, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati took some piece and he left to his room. And all of a sudden, all devotees came around the cake. All of a sudden, one dog came. Came and bite from the cake and run away. Dog, untouchable, from the street. Gali gali ka kukur, kutta. And who knows what she was eating before she came. So everybody became stunned and quiet. All of a sudden, this old temple fell into silence. Nobody knew how to react. So Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he said, what happened? It was such a celebration, such a Haribol, Haribol. What happened now? Somebody said, Maharaj, some dog came. Dog came. Now, juta. Now, how we can eat? Mahaprasad cake. How we can eat? So everybody now wondering, should we eat or not? Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he came out. Singha Guru. He came to the cake. What happened? Maharaj, dog. Buy the cake, because everybody brahmanas, super pooper brahmanas. Shuchi. Yes, where it bite? There in the cake. Where exactly, I'm asking? Here, Maharaj, it's like teeth of the dog. Here, see, here. And Bhaktan Saraswati came and by hand, grabbed on that place and went to his room. Haribol! And everybody started to eat. Authorized. Yes. Difficult to imitate, I tell you. I have also experienced some Grihastha devotees. Real story, I'm telling you. Simple Grihastha devotees, simple. We have super pooper preachers, brahmacharis, sankirtan leaders, super. And I have my deities, Saligrams, and I have Giriraj and Gaurnitai. I was doing puja in our center, retired center. We have Changunarayan in Nepal center. And I was doing puja, and it was our brahmachari. We used to have prasadam every day. And we had one dog. And this dog was red color, like this. And we call him Gaur. Golden, goat, dog, boy. Like brahmachari color, exactly like this. So we accepted him as a brahmachari in ashram. So, of course, he was brahmachari only during prasadam time, morning and evening. Daytime he was running with girls around. Like that. But we accepted him, and he, amazingly enough, when prasadam was there, he's always... Brahmachari is sitting, this guy also sitting. And he knows now, Patri Das will come, Mahaprasad, some sweets, some milk, something. During prasadam, no need to call him, he was just sitting. Okay, Gaur, Haribol. So I came as usually, and I offered my kishmish, dry fruits that time. And I came, Gaur, come. And he know how to do dandavat. Dandavat. The dog. I had experience with in Kathmandu also, one dog, Kalia name. I give her cookie, and every day she started to come and did the dandavat to me. And I saved one cookie every morning. After some time, this dog started to come for Mangalarati also. Really. And devotees put carpet for this dog outside the temple. She could not dare go inside the temple room, but she was just outside, and we keep the door open so she can see the deities. And in carpet she was lying down. Every Mangalarati used to come. And after some time started to do dandavat to the devotees also. Like this. Whenever she saw me, dandavat. And after some times, I opened door morning time to give her cookie, and I saw there's 2 dogs already. She brought boyfriend. Oh, Kalia, you're already preaching, huh? Congregation. So this Kalia opened Bhakti Vriksha already. Hey Vaishnav Thakur, ami apnar kukur. So that's why Shivananda Sen, he was taking care of the dog even. Right? So like that, it happens. So this Gaur, we give shelter to Brahmachari and Brahmacharini also. So Kalia was Brahmacharini. So and Gaur, see, prasadam. And I give him some kishmish. Really, okay, take Mahaprasad. Before I distribute to everyone, I give one piece to her. And this cook, thrown. Gaur took the, he seemingly didn't like this kishmish, Hey, I was very angry. Hey, this is Mahaprasad. He didn't care. Give me something else. And that time, one particular Grihastha came, our congregation, because they used to supply and give donations, some food, grains to brahmacharis in the training center. One brahmachari came, Grihastha devotee came. He has 2 children also. He sit down with, so we always call Grihasthas to come for prasadam. So he also came. And when he saw, I brought from Saligram this Mahaprasad and given good, spitted it like this. And it's like Mahaprasad shining in the sun because of saliva of Gaur. So I said, what to do now? And this, without even thinking twice, this Grihastha, all brahmacharis were like big eyes. And this, as if, what? It's Mahaprasadam. This Grihastha said, it's Mahaprasadam. What's the problem with you guys? You get in training right here. Don't you know that this is Mahaprasad, and Mahaprasad never becomes contaminated? It's from Krishna. Everybody became Prabhu. Shraddha Anusari Bhakti Adhikari. Not to be imitated. It's real story. And I said, wow, devotees have such a faith in Krishna. And this is the secret. How much you super duper pooper giving $10 donation Mahadanvir, how big temples you making, super pooper engineer, how much you are snoring in Sanskrit after Bhakti Shastri Bhakti Vaibhava, no, Dharma Sarvadharman Parityaja. It doesn't matter. Krishna is not impressed by that. What Krishna is impressed by simple bhakti. Simple bhakti. Bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayut thapaya. And by this bhakti, we can attract Narasimha Bhagavan's attention. Prasada lesha nugrihita evahi janati tattvam. And some of us have bhakti, somebody don't have bhakti. I don't have bhakti. Krishna se to mara Krishna dite paro tomara shakati ache. Hami to kangala Krishna Krishna boli dhaita wo pache pache. Hey Prabhu, jogyata vichare kichu nahi pai. Tomara karuna sara. That's real Vaishnava think like I have nothing. And Srila Prabhupada said, my name Bhaktivedanta Swami, but I don't have bhakti. I don't have any devotion, no knowledge. Make me dance. Make me dance as you want, my dear Lord. And whatever difficulties comes, let me tolerate that. And what difficulties he went through, name it. Prabhupada wrote once in his diary, today is Adivas. Gaura Purnima. My god brothers celebrating festival in Mayapur, and I am sitting alone here in New York. Yesterday we had Bhagavad Gita class. Few people came and gave me donation $1. I went and bought one apple. Today, sunrise such and such time, moon rise such and such time. Bhagavad Gita class. Nobody came. And then next entry Prabhupada wrote, it is hopeless. Prabhupada writes, it is hopeless. 1 year, nobody coming. Prabhupada preaching to tape recorder. Because no people coming. A few days ago, I met with His Holiness Mukunda Goswami Maharaj. He was remembering how it was challenging to Srila Prabhupada. How difficult it was. He said, when I came first time to Prabhupada, I had big beard. You know this Michael Grant? Big beard. And Prabhupada was sitting alone. You have read this book, Miracle on 26 Second Avenue? Very nice book. I recommend you highly. Please read that. Because family which doesn't remember the past doesn't have any future. You see what was the price Prabhupada had to pay to give us what we have now. So Prabhupada was sitting alone, and drunkards and vomit and stinking smell. So Mukunda Maharaj was saying, I didn't know what such a gentleman doing in such a Bowery street. It was hippies and drug addicts. If such aristocrat, such a high-level person came to America and he is ready to live like this, must be has some mission. Must be some reason. Otherwise, without any mission, nobody will go. No sane man can stay like this. He must be having some big mission. What is that? Let me find it out. And that made him to come and meet him. And when he came, he had this, big beard like this. Maharaj said, I have big beard like this. And Prabhupada said, oh, you look like sage from Himalayas. And the Mukunda Maharaj said, oh, Prabhupada, you like it? And Prabhupada said, no, I like this. I like this. I said, from that day, I never ever wear the beard. I shaved immediately because Prabhupada doesn't like it. Yes. We have to do what Guru wants us, not what we want us. Guru Maharaj, what seva I can do for you? Go for book distribution. Wrong guess, Guru Maharaj. Try again. Guru Maharaj, wrong guess. Let's try again. What I can do for you? Okay, do Food for Life. Very bad guess, Guru Maharaj. Try again. Too difficult. Try again. Okay, go and take prasadam in Narasimha CATURDASI. Yes, very nice. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. One good instruction. I become prasada yogi. Not like that. Love is about sacrifice always. Not to do what your object of love likes and you don't like, but you have to do it. But sometimes you like, but your object of love doesn't like it. You should not do it. Anukulyasya partikulyasya principle. So that's why we can see when we have this strong unity, strong faith in the mission of Srila Prabhupada, and by tongue, Krishna will manifest. And He will protect all of us. And this is not the end, it's the band. So let us pray today to Lord Nrsimhadev so He can protect all of our bhakti. He can unite us again. Let us preach together. In human life we have a gift, an opulence and a treasure. The true devotees of the Lord who want to give Him pleasure. Keep Guru's order in the heart. Example His behold. To whom you meet, give Krishna's feet. 2 lotuses to hold. Don't worry profit or the loss. Surrender life to Supreme Boss. And far and wide try spread His fame by chanting sweet and holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki, Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Bhakta Prahlad Shiromani ki, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Wow. So like Prabhu was saying, there are hurricanes in America. That's what we are feeling right now. The hurricane of this Prabhu's amazing realizations, the stories, the philosophy, the pastimes, all the way from Srila Prabhupada to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati to Prahlad Maharaj and Narasimha. I think this is what happens when we have a fearless preacher like Patri Prabhu. So let's put our hands together.
No, I am not fearless preacher. I am just forgetful preacher. I forgot to tell you one more story, which is actually, that was the story which I supposed to tell this in this class. All other stories, you diverted me actually. Shall I tell you 5 minutes? This is very super story. A real story also. Shall I?
Okay.
You have to say it loudly, Haribol. Okay, Hare Krishna. So, no, actually very important. It's about the faith. You see, I promise I'll be very brief because I can see empty stomach touching the spines already. So, no, it's a real story happened in Baku in Azerbaijan. Okay? It was one very old lady. She was very, very successful, materially speaking. She was very famous. Everybody knew about her. She had very, very prestigious family, very well-to-do family. She had mansions and property and a villa in the middle of the city of Baku, house. Everything was chaka-chak, as they say. But some guy gave her a book in the middle of the street in Baku, Azerbaijan. And it happens to be Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, very dangerous people, you know. He gave the book and she started to read. And the rest is like, anti-sect movie. She became devotee, old lady, 70s, 80 years old lady. Grandmother, you can say, like 70 years old. And she started to chant Hare Krishna. And she started to worship the deities. And she sold her house. She sold her property. He gave all money donation to the temple, ISKCON temple. And she requested temple president, can you give me one small room so I can do my bhajan with my small Gopal? Because I gave my property to everything. And devotee said happily, all right, mother. We can give. They constructed small, attached to the temple room, small house, not house, room basically, with toilet in one room. Because she gave all her property to Krishna. So they accommodated, brahmacharis, they accommodated her. And she was like mother there. And she had one small Gopal deity. And her relationship with Gopal, she was talking to Gopal. She was speaking to Gopal. It's totally against the instructions of GBC. It's totally against all the instructions of big acharyas and big scriptures. Mataji, you are Anishtita Bhakti. You didn't complete yet Anartha Nivritti. Mataji, you cannot talk to Gopal. This is too much. But that was just beginning. She found some toy, some electrical car toy for the kids, like, radio controlled. She put Gopal in that car, and this car was going in temple room, and she was playing with Gopal, talking to Gopal. So all the devotees started to come, smoke coming, Mataji, maybe this is something wrong in the script, She speaking to Gopal, asking Gopal, what should I do, this, that. So it became kind of strange behavior. And one day, she read the newspaper. And she read newspaper about Ahovalam. How many of you been in Ahovalam? Yes. I thought it's only me, you also, huh? Yes. We were watching this, no? Today, presentation about different temples of Lord Nrsimhadev. So we went to Ahovalam with all our Nepali devotees, Ahovalam. But those days, it was like maybe 30 years ago, maybe 20 years, 25, no, 30 years ago, yeah. So she read the newspaper by Dhruva Prabhu. Maybe you know this in Back to Godhead magazine. One story about Ahovalam, about Nrsimhadev. And he was saying that very old ancient temples and Lord Nrsimha standing there, nobody coming to him, he is alone there, there is only jungle, nobody, doing regular puja to him. So this Mataji, Krishna is hungry there, nobody worshipping him, I am going to Ahovalam. She never been in India, never. It's Azerbaijan. Where is Azerbaijan? Where is South India? She doesn't know language. She doesn't know anything. She said, I want to go to Ahovalam. Krishna is hungry there and you guys doing nothing? Krishna is hungry. I am taking my Gopal and I am going to Ahovalam. Mataji, relax. You are old lady. No, I am going. Buy ticket. She forced president of temple to buy ticket for her to Ahovalam. Okay, and we have one devotee in Vrindavan. He was also from Azerbaijan. They called him, okay, Prabhuji, this Mataji will land in Delhi. You take her to Vrindavan, Jaisa Taisa, Guma, you take her to Vrindavan, because what Ahovalam, jungle, snakes are there, scorpions, and old lady in the mountains in cave. She's in dream or something. So when she will land in Delhi, take her to Vrindavan and just keep her there, and maybe she'll change her mind. When she landed with only one suitcase and all Gopal and paraphernalia, only one sari she took. Nothing else, only paraphernalia and toys of Gopal. And that car also, electrical, for Gopal. She came to Delhi airport, and that Prabhuji from Vrindavan came to receive her and to take her to Vrindavan. Mataji, let's go 1 week, you spend in Vrindavan, in temples, and then you can go to Ahovalam. No, I'm going to Ahovalam. Krishna hungry there. Don't you understand? Take me to Ahovalam. She was so jiddi, so that devotee had to take her to Ahovalam. They flew to South India, they came to that city and they found some pujari there and said, can you take us to that, she saw the photo, I need to go to this cave, take us. And that pujari, once in a day, to the jungle, he used to go there, put some offering, and quickly before sunset, he has to come back to his home. Nobody can stay overnight there, nobody. She said, take me there. She doesn't know language, she speaks in Azerbaijan language, But by gesture, everybody understood. Take me there. So Pujari said, well, what to do? Is so determined lady, what to do with her? So they took her there, and because he thought he wants to take darshan of Nrsimhadev. And it's very, very risky area, At night, the snakes and all kind of animals come out. So they took her, said, okay, now it's sunset, let's go back. I said, no, I'm not going back. She put the suitcase, so I'm staying here. I said, what? You cannot stay here. There's snakes there, So, you cannot stay here. It's like very rural area. No, I'm staying here. Go. Gopal, I'll be feeding. And she said, what to do with this lady? They just left her there. She was staying there. She put in the same cave. She put the towel with her to stay there. And from mountain cave, they had to go down, get some water, go up, offer to the deities, everything. She cleaned the Nrsimhadev deity, everything, and Gopal also there. So, and she was worshipping that and bringing some fruits and roots. And people of the local villages, they became to know some crazy Russian lady came and, something going on, what's going on there. So people started to visit her. And they saw local people, South Indian people, said to come, oh, really, she's saintly lady. She's worshipping deities, staying for him and they put fruits and started to bring some food, bhoga, to her. And she was feeding, and she was speaking, in Russian language to them. Если я буду с вами говорить на русском языке, вы ничего не понимаете. Понимаете? Нет, ничего не понимаете. Что вы ничего не понимаете? Гопал голодный, а вы ничего не кормите его. People looking, what she's talking about? You know? And she was speaking in Russian language. You know, Krishna is hungry and you people not feeding him. How shame on you Indian people. Well, you have to... So, but nobody can understand what she's talking. But they saw that she's so devotional. You know, they started to bring some fruits, some coconuts. You know. So she was worshipping her. And then somebody asked, Pujari came. Pujari also, his hair was like this. And he asked one day, one day they came and heard big sound coming. Boom, boom. Something fall down from the mountain. Because she was old lady, you know. Pujari came and said, you know what happened? You know, a snake came. Oh, really? And Pujari was scared because the cobras, the real cobras. So, did she bite you? Yes, she bite me. Then, nothing. I worshipped Narasimha Dev and did Charinamrita. I drank Charinamrita and I put Charinamrita on my leg and everything became okay. The Pujari said, see, she has such a faith in Narasimha Dev. Narasimha Dev, Vichara, has to come and protect her. So, then the local mayor of the city and governor became to know about this lady. Real story. So they became to know about her. What's going on? Because a reporter came. Actually, how a governor became to know about her, reporters came because network, people talking. A reporter came and took interview from her and make photos. And they put this newspaper news that about this Russian lady staying, praying, worshipping Narasimha Dev, and we are Indians. Ghar ka jogi jogra, bahar ka jogi siddh. So, Bharatiyan Sanskriti, Videshi Prastuti. So governor became surprised. Governor, the Batti car came. They came with delegation from municipality. And they were shocked like Jagannath. Looking this lady and she's keep talking. Gopal, Narasimha Dev. So she's worshipping him. So governor decided to make a road to that place. They made a road. They started, they make guest house there, everything. So they developed it. They give budget plan to develop that place. Because of this old lady came. And that place became so developed because of this Russian lady. And she became saintly lady. Like this is Alvaras, Alvaras? They became so, all people started to come and worship her. And one day, I'll make it short. One day they came and they saw she's standing on her knees, hugging her Gopal on the chair, having Bhagavad Gita and Gopal, and she hugged the lotus feet of Gopal and standing on the knees and praying. On the chair, she was on the knees on the ground, and chair, Gopal and Bhagavad Gita. She embracing Gopal and lotus feet of Gopal and Bhagavad Gita. And like this. And putting her head like. And they thought that she is praying. And people came and waiting half an hour, 1 hour. Then some people thought something wrong. Maybe they touched her and she was not breathing. She left body in that position. And her name was Pada Seva Mataji. Pada Seva. She was worshipping the lotus feet of Gopal. And she left her body by embracing his lotus feet. Yes, and she was worshipping Narasimha Dev. So, that's why bhakti is not about big bhakti shastri, bhakti vaibhava, big shlokas, big projects. It's about the heart. And to do what Krishna wants. And Krishna doesn't want from you nonsense. Patram pushpam palam toyam. He wants your heart. And that anyone can do. Anyone can do, but nobody does it, usually in Kali Yuga. And everybody know that anybody can do that. And everybody become angry with somebody who did some work which anybody can do, but nobody did it. So we know that chant Hare Krishna, do Harinam Sankirtan, and Yarate Hatare Kaha Krishna Upadesh Amaragyaya. We know that. This is order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Go. Suno Nityananda, Suno Haridas. Go and give Krishna consciousness to each and every house of Australia. Not just Vichara Sitaram struggling here, only one small place. We need hundreds of temples, millions of devotees, and selfless Pada Sevas everywhere. Selflessly serving together. That's the key. That's the catch. Not me, but we. Nothing is impossible for the group of people for whom does not matter who will take the credit. That's this transcendental team. Together, everyone achieves more. And that will be very pleasing to Lord Nrsimhadev. And he will appear and protect all of us and will take back to Godhead by Nityananda Airlines and business class. Vaikuntha Express. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Make sankalpa that we have to stay together, we have to serve together, family which pray together, stay together, dance together, advance together, and clean together. Sing together, cling together to the lotus feet of Lord Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai. Thank you very much. Nrsimha CATURDASI Mahamahotsava ki jai.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So tomorrow we are all going for Harinam Sankirtan in the city with Prabhu. So
what's Krishna's holy name? What Prabhu? Holy name, Hatmakam Mukmanam.
So tomorrow 6 p.m. we'll be meeting outside the Perth library near Govinda's. At Govinda's. Okay, at Govinda's at 6 p.m. we will be meeting there, and we will go for a Harinam for the city, on the around the city. So please come, take advantage of this opportunity, and you will feel ecstasy in that Harinam. Especially like Prabhu is here right now. So we'll get the taste what Prabhu feels.
We have to pray, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should manifest there. So he will be with us in Nityananda Sankirtan party. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Can we please put our hands together for Prabhu and show our gratitude to him for this amazing enlightening class. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Now this doesn't end here because Prabhu is with us for another 2 days.
Who told you for 2 days? Lifetime.
3 days. Lifetime.
Body may go, but heart I already lost. No. So because see, yes, 3 more days. Every time I'm making friends, I have now 10,496,000 friends. And we had such a nice class. I got so many more friends. And whenever I meet friends, I give my piece of my heart to everyone. Today morning I woke up, no heart. Oh, what to do? I had to generate new heart. So I already lost my heart in Perth.
Prabhu is with us forever, but unfortunately, Prabhu is going to leave us here in Perth after 3 days. So please take advantage of his association. Saturday morning, Prabhu will be giving Bhagavatam class at 7:30. So please come and join us for that. And Sunday, we also have a special Sunday feast starting at 11 o'clock, where Prabhu will be giving class again. So please come and attend these programs. Moving on to the next part, we'll quickly announce about the upcoming event, which is our Kirtan Mela next Sunday, starting at 11 o'clock. And we will be graced by His Holiness Krishna Chaitanya Swami Maharaj and His Grace Madhva Prabhu. So please lock in these dates and please join us on 10th of May, starting 11 o'clock. Please see Rashi Mataji and Mithila Sundari Mataji if you can help with any of the services. Now, I would also request Sitaram Prabhu to please announce the sponsors for today's program.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. It's getting late for all of you and for all of us. But anyway, we'd like to thank these following devotees. Some of them want to remain anonymous. Dev Prabhu and Anuttam Kesha Prabhu and Nitesh Prabhu, Sajidulal Prabhu and Sunny Prabhu for his wife's birthday today, Radhika Rathimayi. Wish her happy birthday today. And Jyoti Mataji and Sundaran Prabhu and Akshat Prabhu brought some milk actually, and also he sponsored the paneer for today. And also Dr. Sadhana on behalf of for late father to seek blessings for our father, and also Rashi Mataji and Vaishali Mataji. Thank you very much for your donations and to help this festival. And we like to pray to Shri Gaunita, Shri Nrsimhadev, and Srila Prabhupada and all the devotees to bless all the devotees by loudly chanting Hare Krishna once. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Sitaram Prabhu. The festival isn't over yet, so please stay with us. We have 2 more things in the line. We will be having our youth boys drama now. It's a short drama. Please bear with us. I request all the people who are sitting at the front to please move backwards. And straight after the drama, we will have deities darshan and arati. While you're getting sorted, I would like to acknowledge our coordinators for today's festival. Can we please chant a big Hari Bol for His Grace Karunabdhi Prabhu and Mataji Surachita Mataji. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Also thanking all the volunteers who have helped with different services today. Our cooking team led by Rasa Prabhu. Thank you so much, Rasa Prabhu, for your unflinching service over the years. Thank you to the decoration teams, the Vasis team, the Prasadam serving team, and the winding up team. Thank you to the Pujari team for the wonderful Abhishekam today. Thank you to the Kirtan team and the sound team. Thank you so much.
Let's not do it. Everyone's leaving.
No, we can't do that.
No,
it's
it's
an
okay.
offering for Narasimha. It's not for them. It's offering for Narasimha.
Okay, can I request everybody to please move forward and please sit for the next part. Please sit down where you are. Thank you.
Okay, sorry, Saket.
Are you ready? All right, at the count of 5, I want everybody sitting down, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody sitting down at the count of 5, please. It's getting late. I really request your cooperation. Thank you. And 5. Thank you very much.
Navadvip, the jewel of sacred learning, was its true glory only at night, when the holy name resounded in the courtyard of Sridvas Acharya. Entry was strict. Only hearts filled with faith could enter, and in the house of Srivas Pandit, devotees gathered every night where they sang the holy names of the Lord. And from that moment, the kirtan grew deeper, and the holy name spread throughout Navadvip.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama
Brothers and sisters, I Srivas plead to you as you enter this courtyard. This kirtan is not a spectacle. It is an offering of the soul. It is the great gift Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has bestowed upon us. Only those who come with humility and devotion may enter.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hey Gauranga, hey Nitai, you have been so merciful to me. This Srivas Angan has been transformed to be a place of transformation, to awaken our dormant love of the divine couple, Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar. O Gauranga, with your lotus touch, you surcharge the material bodies of all these devotees and bless us the eternal love of Harinam. Our obeisances unto you.
O Srivas, listen well. Even one born in the lowest family, if he sincerely surrenders to this beloved holy name, is most dear to my heart. Let us continue chanting the wonderful holy names of the Lord.
rejoiced. The rising tide of Sankirtan disturbed Chand Kazi, the magistrate. He believed that this joyful sound, this chanting, was a challenge to his authority. Fear spread like a shadow, and this erupted Chand Kazi.
What is this chaos? Day and night, drums, cymbals, and shouting? Is this a religion, or is this madness?
My lord, the people say it is devotion.
Devotion? Instead of quiet prayer, they sing and dance like intoxicated men? This must be stopped.
Shall we issue a warning, mate?
Not a warning, an enforcement. Patrol the streets, and if they continue, arrest them.
Fear spread like a shadow, and in many homes the holy name was whispered in trembling voices.
Prabhu, we are afraid. Soldiers patrol the streets. For 2 days, we have stopped kirtan.
Stopped? The holy name? Tell me, how can the rising sun be stopped? Can the Ganges be commanded to stop flowing? Go at once. Call every devotee. Tonight we will fill Navadvip with Sankirtan.
Let the holy name resound in every street.
Who is this?
Thousands of devotees with torches lit in the night filled the streets like a river of stars. The holy name thundered through the streets and filled the music all throughout.
Nimai Pandit, why have you come here with such a crowd?
You are a respected elder, a friend of my family. I came not to quarrel, but to speak heart to heart.
Then tell me this, how does singing and dancing lead to God?
In this age of Kali, people are distracted and burdened. The scriptures declare, Nama Sankirtan, the chanting of the holy name, is the path. The holy name cleanses the heart, melts pride, and awakens pure divine love.
And what is the need for all this commotion? Can't this purification be done without all this show?
It is this process of chanting and dancing that allows one to purify the heart by using the body for the service of the Lord, the leg to dance for the Lord, the arms to call out for Him, the voice to chant these holy names. This is the greatest service of this age.
Instead of bowing with reverence before Allah, these people waste their lives dancing and singing like madmen. This must be stopped immediately. Let me see what your scholar Pandit can do then. Everything will settle down. Navadvipa will return to peace.
The night had fallen, and Chand Kazi was fast asleep, triumphant of what he had achieved in the day. The night after he broke the very lives of all the devotees, sleep did not bring him peace, but it brought him a warning.
Chand Kazi, your arrogance will be your downfall. How dare you obstruct my devotees? Allow them to chant the holy name and protect this chanting.
The dream ended, but the lesson remained. The ruler bowed before devotion, and fear bowed before love.
Last night, a terribly huge lion appeared in my dream, leapt and sat upon my chest. Yet its hands and feet were like those of a man. Look, the claw marks still remain.
O Chandkazi, how wonderful and fortunate are you! You have been touched by a beloved Narasimha.
I had insulted you so much, and still you are showing me such compassion. I am not at all worthy of this.
Our Gauranga is the beacon of compassion and love. Please, Chandkazi, adapt this holy name, for it will transform your life even more.
Sankirtan may appear outwardly as mere song and dance, but it is neither bodily exertion nor ritualistic display. When the holy name of the Lord, which is the living embodiment of truth and self-offering, is uttered with pure divine love, that name instantly purifies consciousness. It extinguishes the fire of worldly addictions, and it melts bodily identification, preparing the soul directly as a vessel fit for pure divine love. Chant the holy name. There is no restriction of caste, creed, time or place. All are welcome. Let every home resound with
Haribo! Narasimha Bhagwan ki! Prahlad Maharaj ki! Nitai Gaura Premanande! Thank you everyone for this is our ISKCON youth boys who had did this drama at the ISKCON Bhakti Fest in Sydney. So Jay had just repeated this drama for you guys. Thank you all for staying back for your 10 minutes. There are a lot of people to thank, so thank you all for all of your services. And please continue to bless them to perform more dramas as such. Thank you. Haribol.
Thank you, Harshada. And a big round of applause to our coordinator for this drama, our great Sunita Mataji. Can we please chant a big Harifol for her? Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. I know it's a bit late, but it's a sacrifice we all can make. A little bit of inconvenience for the pleasure of the Lord. So thank you so much for staying back. We will now have darshan of the deities, arati, and then you can honor prasadam outside. So can we all please stand up and come forward for the darshan? We need a lot of helping hands after the festival, being a weekday, weeknight. So please stay back if you can help out, please.
Jala